Today I want to share with you a teaching that literally changed the way I see life. And the teaching which I want to show you right now is the law of vibration, right? And I know you're going to see this and be like, what the hell is that, man? So basically, the law of vibration shows you what type of emotion or what type of vibrational frequency you are residing on right now, right? And the vibrational frequency which you reside on right now is the way you see the world. For example, a person in shame, right? A person in shame sees the world differently to a person compared in anger, right? The person in anger will view things in a much more aggressive way, in a much more, there's a threat out there to get me sort of way. And the person in shame will be just like, I don't even want to show my face to anyone else because I feel this internal shame, right? It's the way you view the world and it's your perception of what is out there, right? And the most important thing which you need to realize right now, right? Peep this. Whatever you view the world as right now is the vibrational frequency you are approaching this world at. I know this sounds quite self-explanatory, but just realize that most people in this world, in this life, are programmed to be in these low frequencies. Everyone is designed to be in anger. Everyone is designed to be in shame. Everyone is designed to be feeling guilty about something, right? Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about what these things could be, but I'm going to show you what actually causes us to become this low frequency. Because what I want you to know is we are born on this planet, right? Our default state is of love and joy. And to back this up, right? Because I know people won't believe this. If you go and take a look at your childhood pictures, you'll see that there's not going to be one photo where you're going to be like, you're never going to be like that. Because you need to realize you came onto this planet in a way of joy and bliss, and whatever you see around you like anxiety or depression, these are learned by the experiences that you have in this world, right? Do I mean that they are fake? Hell no, I'm not saying they are fake or anything. I'm just saying that these are learned from the things around you because of the low vibrational frequency of the things which surround you right now. What about the phone or laptop or computer you're watching this video on right now? This emits a certain vibrational frequency. The way I'm talking emits a certain vibrational frequency because it's making you feel a certain way, right? Maybe you're in the mode of learning of what I'm saying. Maybe you're just bored, right? But what I want you to realize is I'm going to show you a teaching. I'm just going to show you this teaching and how society uses the law of vibration to keep you stuck at a low frequency, right? Now, your question might be, how and why does society control us in the first place, right? Now, to answer the why does society control us, it goes very deep. The thing is, if a population isn't controlled the way it's supposed to be, it loses its power. The people that perpetrate everything, they kind of lose their power. So in order to control society, there's certain boxes placed, right? There's subversion going on within society, especially when you look at the society which most people live in right now, which is the Western society. There's people on YouTube videos, right? Not YouTube videos. There's music videos of artists that are like completely degenerate, aren't they? There's, what else is there? There's food. Bro, I want to talk about food real quick, right? What I wanted to realize, right? A few weeks ago, I've tried fasting from food. Like I woke up, ate like maybe a small meal. After that, no meal until, let's say, 7 p.m.-ish, right? And so what happens is, before I used to record my videos with like a full stomach and I used to eat whatever, like healthy food, but still I used to have like a full full of stomach, full for the stomach full of food. So I used to record videos and it wasn't really like, I felt like I was using my whole brain. But when I tried fasting, and I've been fasting for a few weeks, it has been crazy because now I can tap into states. Now I can tap into my full potential to really deliver you the message in much more of a clearer way. My mind isn't flowing with thoughts just because I haven't had food, right? Just because I haven't had food for the past few hours. When I make videos, right, I usually don't eat, and that is where my brain really works the quickest. And so that's just like a side point which I wanted to share. But what I want you to realize is, why does society control us? The short answer is to keep us in reactivity, which I will discuss later in the video. And the how does society do it is very interesting, because you need to realize there's a lot of ways that has been planted. Now, the examples I've given to you are the music videos and the music in general, because the music you listen to has a certain frequency to it, right? And what I've learned is most music in the modern day, most any music you listen to, let's say on Spotify or YouTube music, it's on 440 hertz, and 440 hertz is basically the frequency which is used to control minds, right? If you look into, bro, I'm not even gonna go too deep because this video might get taken down, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like one of the most controversial maybe videos I ever make, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I want to show you how it actually happens, right? How we are kept in this state of reactivity, which then makes us attuned to the pendulum swing, which basically means that we become the people we are surrounding ourselves with, right? I want you to look at this graph right now, right? This is, let's say this is the frequency. This is the reactive sort of energy, right? And this, let's say this is like the frequency as in it's going up. So let's say this is shame, this is fear, this is anger, and let's say this is, for example, joy, right? Then you look at the scale of vibration, it basically goes like that, right? And what it's here to teach you, right? What I want you to know is that the more you are reactive, the more moldable you are. So what that basically means is if you are residing at these frequencies of fear and anger and what's it called, guilt and grief, you are the most moldable, right? This means you are the most reactive. And when you are the most reactive, that means you are more programmable by the things around you. That is why most people or most things in society are trying to keep you into fear and anger. I know you can't see this because of the light, but it's I wrote fear there. And so most of the things which you are surrounded by are things which stink of fear and stink of anger and stink of all around keeping you in a low vibrational state. And the reason they do this because you are more reactive and you are more susceptible to fall for the things that they are trying to preach, right? I want you to peep this right now. Most celebrities are literally industry plants. What that basically means is that they are planted within the music industry or the film industry just to kind of influence the youths, because we are, or I'm kind of old, I'm a youth, man. We are the future of the world, right? And so if you listen to what's been puppeteered right now in society, that means you'll get the same low quality message, which is not of essence, by the way. And you're going to listen to that and you're going to grow older thinking that, yo, this shit, which I've listened to by celebrities and stuff, this isn't what shit, right? And so what I basically want you to know is most of the stuff is basically here to keep us into this reactive sort of energy, right? And I want to show you something else. If you are a man more specifically, or even a woman, I want to show you something which is a bit crazy, right? When you're on my foot, right, let's say, I'm going to give you a quick scenario. Let's say this is me. Give me a little quick smiley face. And I'm holding my phone in my hand, right? What used to happen, right? When I was, like, let's say I'm on my phone and I go onto, let's say, YouTube or something, and I scroll for a while, there's going to be a thumbnail of some girl which is kind of oddly dressed, right? Which is like maybe she's half naked or something. Or even not just me, this is through the experience of millions and billions of young men and young women, right? You go through social media and you basically see everything that's been like sexualized in a way, right? And you think to yourself, yo, what is going on, man? This is me like, yo, what is actually going on? And so when I thought about this, the thing that came to mind is when you are feeding people, when you're feeding men and you're feeding women this overly sexualized stuff, what basically tends to happen is you make it more common within that generation. And when you make it more common within that generation, what basically happens is that you sort of make or you subvert the population which is there in the first place by taking out its belief systems and its strong moral values. The reason you see this in Western countries where over-sexualization is very, very, very common is because the value systems of these countries are kind of messed up. They've been, how can I say this? They've been unscrewed when they were tightened, right? They were just coming loosened up, basically. And now you have this sort of over-sexualized market of people where It's crazy. Do you know what I mean? And so I don't want to go into too much detail, but when I was like young and stuff, I used to see a lot of this, like half naked girls on like YouTube ads and stuff like that, bro. It's crazy. But hopefully you recognize this message and see that this is all low vibrational, right? Because what I want you to peep right now is whatever is fed to you like that, why do you think they're feeding it to you? Why do you think they're feeding all the music and the clothes and the food, right? Even when you go to the supermarket, it's, what's it called, man? High protein, low sugar. Yo, that is bullshit. Low fat. That's literally keeping you on a low vibrational scale. And that is basically why you are in this high reactive state, which I've discussed earlier. When you are in this high sort of reactive state, you can't really think for yourself. You're not really conscious because you've been kind of pulled by whatever programs you, because you're in this reactive energy. And so without going too much detail in this video, because I think I've been talking for quite a while, I want to show you something real quick as well. And the way to kind of change all of this is to consciously give meaning, right? The way you change everything which you've been learning in this video is by consciously giving things meaning. What that basically means is whatever your experience is, whatever your subjective experiences of life have been so far, they've mainly been unconscious because you've been looking at things and you're thinking, oh, this happened in the past, that means this will happen in the future, right? For example, when I was 14 to maybe 16, right, I used to be bullied quite a lot in school for no reason as well. Yo, I give you a story, right? Sometimes there used to be times where some random kid will come up to me and scream out racist shit to me sometimes, you know what I mean? And so honestly, that doesn't really make you feel very nice, does it? So it kind of keeps you in this box where you're the victim, basically, right? But I see myself past that, and in order to change that situation, I can't really go back and say anything to the kid. I can't really go back and punch him in the face, can I? And so what I can do right now is to consciously give that situation meaning. What that basically means is that I can use that situation, use that scenario, and whatever good happens after that, I can be like, oh, because I got bullied in the past, this is here. Because I got bullied in the past is the reason why I'm making this video in the first place, right? Because I got bullied in the past, now I have the confidence to do whatever thing I want. Because that negative scenario happened, now I have the chance to do a positive thing in the future. And what this links with is whatever negative that you see outside of you, right? Whatever negative you see, just know that there is an equal to that, or there's an opposite to that, right? And so whenever you see something which you see, oh, why is the food like this? Why is social media looking like this? What I'm basically telling you is to take things right now with a sense of acceptance, right? Accept whatever is here right now. However, what in the future you see a potential future, right? Think about that in a positive way. And I'm not saying like act fake positive, but just think, you know what, because these things happened in the past, now there will be a time of change. Now I'm able to mold my reality, right? The reason why you watch this whole video throughout this part right now is because now you actually understand and realize how dangerous it is to let yourself be molded by the society around you, because the society around you has shit value systems. And when you allow yourself to be designed by something which is of weak value, you become a weak value individual yourself. When you surround yourself by low vibrational energy, you become a low vibrational individual yourself, right? And so I hope this video helped you. If you want to work with me one-on-one, there's going to be a link in the description. If you click on that, we're going to have a one-on-one discussion with each other and see how I can help you. And so with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.